All right, so we are going to unbox my new pair of Safaris. These are my second pair. Immediately after I got my first pair, I went and bought these. I'm gonna do a comparison. Oh man, these are a lot darker than I thought they'd be actually. I'm not even gonna lie. These look a lot more like the burnt coppers. Look at that. This is a dope silhouette. I don't know. I've been looking all over the website just at all the different silhouettes, really trying to imagine myself in them. And it's just something about this cap toe point. And this is on the Kingmaker last. You can tell by the stitching grooves. They have the grooves actually in the stitching. Apparently that was a big complaint. I think they just brought back the pointiness of the toe. I believe it's the Kingmaker last. I don't know like I know anything. But this is the waxed rugged. It says rugged and resilient leather, but actually in the description it's weather safe waxed leather. You still got the eyelets. I don't know what material this is, but I really do like the silver on this. That silver coloration. The speed hooks got a bit of silver on them. Just looks nice as well. I love the raw cut at the top on these. This is probably my favorite part about the boot, honestly. It's like a hidden detail. I don't know. I'm really into high fashion stuff. When I was younger, I was really into more high fashion like Bape or Supreme or whatever, but I'm just really getting into American companies, maybe made in Mexico. I'm cool with that. Like anything made over here, I'm a big fan of that. This is the left shoe. I don't see any defects on it. I mean, I'm looking at it just like you guys are, and I don't see any defects at all. I do see the patina in the camera. It looks a lot more defined. The current patina that's on there just looks a lot more defined than it actually is. And with my eyes, I will say this looks really dark right here with my eyes. Like this kind of cut, whatever this is just like, I don't know, just that inconsistency of the coloring. This is just some of my favorite details. I just wanted to show the difference between two boots I have now. I was aiming for a way lighter color than this, and now I see if I'm gonna do it, it's got to be like the Dune colorway. I think this might be the lightest color in the suede. I think you can get it lighter in the natural. But these are my Jaspers, and I have put some work in these already. Probably like 2 weeks of wear, so nothing crazy, but you can already start to see signs of wear. I mean, there's a stitch coming loose right here on the sole. There's a bit of crack in here. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a small crack and split in the front. Not too crazy. You got a scuff right here. A little patinaing on the side. I love the way this looks on the side. I can't wait till this fully comes in. It's going to be lighter too, so it's kind of like the dark rubs off and it becomes like a lighter underneath. I feel like the parts that are just going to get less attention, like less traffic, like this right here, is just going to stay dark, but then all of this up here is going to get a little lighter. I don't know. When I bought these, I knew they were going to patina well. That was the main thing I was looking at whenever I was buying any of these boots. A little more of a split on this one. Not that crazy. Scuff on the front. We are officially on 2 pairs. I'm gonna put these on feet next. Oh man, these are a lot tighter than the Jaspers were. Maybe it's the material. This feels like true to size. I would feel like if you were gonna get the Safaris, one of the biggest things I was worried about was, is it gonna still fit in a different leather? That was one of my biggest worries. Man, these look really nice on these black jeans. I'm not even gonna lie. This tonage on foot is a lot easier to see. Like the actual tonality of the patina or whatever. I guess they rub the wax into the toe a lot harder. So that's how you get that burnish at the top. I feel like the leather down here is tougher. Maybe because of the wax, it's tougher and less flexible. Once it gets to the same malleability of this tongue, I think that's what it is. The processing of the leather probably hardened it. The shoe starts feeling like how that tongue feels. That's gonna be really good. Yep, there we go. I don't know about you guys. I like actually getting my boots dirty, getting my stuff dirty. Not a big fan of pretty things. Even when I bought Jordans back in the day, I did the same thing. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I would double cuff these. These are worth just having a straight up cuff. My Jaspers, not so much. I'm not so much quick to show them off. They're a little more discreet. They actually look really good, man. Loving these. My favorite part about Sony cameras is the autofocus. Can't lie, it's pretty reliable. They just feel good. They feel, I don't know, this leather just feels a lot better than the Jaspers when I got them. The full grain is just not as soft. I think that's all it is. Full grain is not as soft. These? Whew. Hope I kept them in frame. These are the Jaspers on feet. Jasper Captains. Kingmaker last. That way you can get a good comparison of the two. This is a full grain leather. It's completely different leathers. I wouldn't compare the shoes. I would tell you right now, just in the few minutes that I've worn this, I was complaining about it being tough, and just me walking around in them just for a little bit has kind of broken in them a little bit. I don't think these need to be broken in, but so these are my final thoughts on the Safari colorway. This is probably one of the best just colors I could have got. I honestly was hoping for something much lighter, but I'm glad I didn't get it. I was looking for more like a Tim yellow, I guess, just in my head, but this is just so much better. I don't know what the burnt coppers are, but this feels more burnt coppery to me than I remember the pictures. And the Safari looked a lot lighter in the actual pictures than it does in hand. This is just a super dark brown that has been light, it feels like. The more I wear it, the patina is going to be light as well. So Jasper itself being full grain, I feel like this one's a lot tighter when it comes to the actual give of the shoe. It's a lot harder for me to move this one, but it feels good in a way. Like it gives me that good ankle support. But these, I'm definitely going to find out pretty soon how tough these are, but I can tell just by initial grab, these are just a lot softer because of the suede instead of it being full grain leather. I don't really know much about that weather safe wax. I assume they just, you know, added all that into the actual front of the boot and all this, the part that's going to be contacting it. Maybe the whole thing has it, but I can tell the insides and the tops don't. It's not the same texture when you rub it. This is more solid. This just isn't, it's more grainy. Yeah, man, this is my whole impressions. Hopefully you guys got some good shots of this thing. This is like my macro lens so you guys can see everything, all this detail. First real boot company that I've invested in. Very glad I went with Thursday first. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you have a pair of Thursday boots? Are you thinking about getting some? Hopefully I helped you make that decision, but I'm telling you right now, I'm gassed. I'm super gassed. I think this fall, this winter, I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna be very clean. Yeah, this is my new venture, just kind of getting into workwear and just heavier stuff. I've never really dressed for the fall because I lived in Georgia, but now I live in Michigan. I've done 2 winters without boots and I regret both times. So hopefully this time we have no issue. And also when I go overseas, these are gonna be very useful. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment if you're gonna get some Thursday boots. Let me know which kind you're gonna get. Until next time. Dang, these laces they're fraying.